In the episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that aired on Tuesday, Dorit Kemsley reflected on her assertion that her estranged husband, Paul PK Kemsley, was the subject of subpar parenting, as Bosomas John inquired as to why Dorit has not yet filed for divorce from PK. Dorit reflected on the mental state she was in when she made the dig and the specifics of PK's 9-page email, which contained custody threats regarding their 2 children, Jagger, who is 10 years old, and Phoenix, who is 8 years old. I had just received a 9-page email that was extremely difficult to read, and during a difficult period one experiences a variety of emotions. I was not taken by surprise, like, who are you? What is the identity of this individual? She recollected this during the February 4th episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills After Show. At this point, you begin to doubt everything. Dorit states that she and PK mutually consented to maintain amicable relations during their separation and intended to consult with a therapist. However, she was taken aback when she was abruptly confronted with PK's combative email. I have no idea of his capabilities. I am uncertain as to what he does. He had mentioned things in there that I would never have believed would come out of his mouth. She explained before me what lies ahead. And when you are already in the dark and you're able to reach a point where you believe the worst has happened, that is an incredibly frightening place to be. On the Tuesday episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Dorit responded with a negative response when asked whether PK was a decent father. In spite of this, she acknowledged that her emotions had changed subsequent to the shooting of the scene. Is my opinion that PK is a poor father? Of course not. Do I believe that he's a decent father? Of course I do. In fact, she was adamant, despite Dior admits that PK is not the most involved father in their family. She maintained her belief that they are fortunate to have him. As she further elaborated on her outburst, she continued, in that moment, it was the words that left my mouth and the emotions that I experienced, as I always prioritized the well-being of the children in all of my actions and decisions, even during our separation. Honestly, it was one of those things that I did not feel particularly good about. The following day, at no time had I ever received an email from PK that was so menacing. During our fights, I have received texts and emails that were bitter, menacing, and sent in the fervor of the moment.